one more question here. So, as you know, the last question is the most important. It has to be the most thought-provoking, emotionally, challenging thing that we can hear. So everyone leaves with this. Wow, that last question was amazing. Here we go.
Well, to sort of jump off of what you mentioned earlier, you talked about how you wanted the score for Fantastic Four to be different from Incredibles. If all you guys can talk about what goes through your mind process, or when you're creative, trying to think about creating different scores or songs to different types of projects, be it different films, different TV shows, different episodes of Arcane. What do you think about when you try to create something that's different from something you've already done?
I like something you said earlier, which is, a lot of times you're getting some of these scenes and there's reference music or temp music, and it can be incredibly helpful when you're working with your creative leads about like what are they looking for. But I always find that when you just dive into the story, like what are these characters experiencing, like what's happening here, and just stop thinking about the outer world. That's always my portal into like actually inventing an original idea, rather than just making a safe move and making something that might technically work, but might also not really be that related to it. And I think every time you just like dig that extra level deep into what is this story, that's like home base. That's like where you can really start to like make cool, authentic and spontaneous decisions that are just gonna like fly and just start to really feel like they're embedded in the project.
Another important thing is committing to what you're scoring. So just because you're seeing certain footage on screen doesn't mean that's what you're scoring. You could be scoring the emotion behind it, and that could apply to an entire film. And so I think I just found, and then pacing, everything from how something's edited to the look of that all communicates and communicates the direction musically, and over time and over communicating with directors and everything, you wind up kind of honing in on what the palette is and what works. But every film you think, oh man, I've got it, and then you start a new film, and it feels like you're starting from scratch every time. I don't know if it's easier for you guys, but I feel like a beginner every single film.
I mean, to echo a bit of what Alex was saying, it's all about the characters. I mean, like on the Penguin, I started with kind of, all right, Oz is someone who wants to be in this higher social class than where he is right now, and which is what drew me to like a string quartet. But he's also impulsive and insane and frenetic as well, and so it kind of brought this demonic string quartet with a trash percussion, because he's kind of city trash as well. But using those character traits to kind of find musical ways to represent them is always my starting place.
I mean, I think the film tells you what to write, and if the problem is it will spit things out that it doesn't like. And for me, it's the thing that I have to write something that feels like the film gets better with the music that I've got on. And I don't want that music to feel like it should be on some other film. It should be absolutely knit into the fabric of the one I'm working on. And from that means that the themes have to reflect the film as well. So you get told by the film that this is not very good. And so and eventually the film tells you that this is working. And that's what I find.
Couldn't agree more. And I think that is all we have time for today.